Hi, I'm Jen, and I do things, and I have, y'all, you, my lovely friends. I have some fantastic news for you. You know what this is? Canada has officially recognized me as a citizen of Canada. So exciting. I've been recognized. My kids have been recognized. We are now Canadian citizens. I am kind of freaking out a little bit because we didn't know when this was going to go through, and to have it go through so quickly has been just such an incredible blessing. And I can't even put it into words how incredible it feels to be a Canadian citizen. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing, and it feels so good. It feels like a perfect way to honor my grandmother, who was extremely proud to be Canadian. And I didn't know if I was going to get emotional. I'm going to try to hold it back, but she was so proud to be Canadian. And, she spoke French to us as kids, and she always wanted us to go to Canada, but we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and there was no way we could afford to go to Canada. It just wasn't going to happen. So we never did as kids. And the fact that I am a Canadian citizen now, and not only that, we are moving to BC. We're moving to Vancouver Island this coming summer. I feel so thankful. That's, I think, the biggest feeling I'm feeling is I'm just so thankful, because I know there are so many people that want to be in this position and can't be for whatever reason, to be able to move to such an amazing country. And I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful to Don Chapman, who fought for the Lost Canadians for over a decade, even after he got his own citizenship and he had that mistake fixed. He kept fighting for people. He didn't want to leave anybody behind. And it's just, he could have stopped. He could have stopped when he got his own citizenship, and he didn't. He kept fighting. And, I was talking to him on the phone not that long ago, and he was saying how, as a pilot, if you don't know Don's story, I'll leave a link to his book down below, but I started reading it, and it's so well written. It's so good. And he was saying, as a pilot, you don't leave your passengers behind. And that's the way he saw my family and people like us, people who were citizens by descent. And the Canadian government had stripped my grandma of her citizenship because she married an American man and became his property. And he thought that was wrong, and he kept fighting, and he's still fighting, and it's just amazing. And the MPs who fought against people who were saying that people like me and my family don't have a significant tie to Canada, they fought against that and said, no, they do have a tie to Canada. And we genuinely do. I was raised by a father who was raised by a Canadian mother, and he really instilled Canadian values in me, and I'm instilling those into my kids. And I'm just really, really thankful in this moment. And, I'm very excited. So that's the big news of the week. I also wanted to just update you on where we are with our process of everything. We had our next door neighbor actually was thinking about possibly purchasing our home because her daughter was maybe going to move into her house, and then she might be able to buy our house and then move next door to her daughter, but that's not going to work out. So our house is going to go up on the market in early April. And that's the next big hurdle we need to get past, because without the money from selling our house, we can't purchase a home on Vancouver Island. That is where, our down payment for the house is coming from, is from this house. So that's a big thing. My husband is still doing a lot of work around the house to make sure that it's ready. He's doing all of the little things to perfect so much stuff. We're getting some new carpet, and I know we don't necessarily need to get new carpet because people that move in might want to change it and everything, but we really want to make it look beautiful, and we want to make it special for people, whoever moves into this house, because it is a very special home. It's built so well. I could go on and on about how much I love this house. So anyway, he's working really hard. I'm still decluttering. I did not reach my goal of decluttering all of my stuff by the end of January, but I got close. Maybe I should show you what I've done and where I'm at. Okay, let me show you. I'll bring you with me to the other room and show you how I did, because I did good. So I'm going to show you real quick the before from my last video, And then this is where I'm at now. So I've got, that's a trash bag. So that's going to be trash. And the stuff like in here, like I've got a bunch of like VHS tapes and DVDs. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with those. We've got memory stuff. I've got all these tapes. I mean, come on, Gen X. Come on, Gen X. Come on. If you like musicals, this is my favorite. All these little tapes that my brother and I recorded when we were little kids. So that one says Star Wars on it. So that might actually, oh no, this is definitely something that my brother and I recorded when I was little. But I've got all these like tapes in here. Got a little Motley Crue action. And then a bunch of VHS tapes in here. Some stuff from high school. You know, little things from the kids. There's me when I was little. Aren't I cute? This is a picture that I found. This is really cool. So there's my mom right there, and then that's my mamaire, and then that is her brother Armand and his wife, and that's my cousin George and my brother and me. So I found this picture. I found some other family pictures and stuff, but I love this one. So I did not meet my goal, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm going to jump back into decluttering, not next week, but the following week, because I've been doing a lot of work on for my job for my other YouTube channel called Jen Love. It's Cosmetic Industry News. I have a big video that's hopefully going to be coming out next week, and then after that, I can jump back into decluttering. If you missed the video that I did with my son, just to make sure you heard this, that Phoenix got into UVic, so that's really exciting. They are going to double major in biology and psychology. Their goal is to learn about the link between children's brains and mental health and try to help with that somehow work to help kids who are having mental health struggles. That's kind of the end goal, but through science, because my kid is very much a sciencey kid. And then my son John is going to be going to high school. And thank you, lovely people, for all of the advice you gave to him on that video. He really appreciated it, and I loved reading what you had to say as well. So I'll keep doing my YouTube job while we're in Canada, and my husband is going back to school for a business degree from Camosun. But yeah, so the next big hurdle is selling this house and then finding a new place to live on Vancouver Island. And I have been looking at the housing market a little bit, but it is really slow because of course it's still cold, and you know how markets go, and until spring we really won't see like the big drop of new homes onto Zillow and other places. There are other places to look besides Zillow for new houses in Canada. Like, is there an equivalent that may have houses that are not on Zillow? Because I don't know. I generally don't know. Let me know in the comments, because I've just been looking on Zillow and finding a lot. There's a lot of houses on Vancouver Island that are going up for sale. Now we're looking at more South Island. We're looking at like Langford, Colwood, that kind of area is where I'm hoping that we will end up somewhere in there. And some of you have been asking me what the plan is for the move. Right now, Phoenix and I are going to be flying with the cats and some personal belongings, and then my husband and my son are going to be driving with the dogs all the way across the country so that the dogs don't have to fly, and they can bring some things over that way, and also they can see Canada on the way. And then our stuff we're shipping through U-Pack as of now, and basically they just drop off these pods and you fill them up, and then they come and pick them up. They put them on a truck and then they drive them over. So that's how we're getting our stuff over there. And then once you get the U-Pack stuff over to Vancouver, then we had to hire another company to get them from Vancouver onto the ferry over to Vancouver Island. So it's a lot to do. My husband is doing an amazing job organizing everything while my head spins with work. So I'm very, very thankful to have him, and that he's doing so much to get this house together. And yeah, we're really excited and happy and thankful that everything seems to be falling into place. You know, my analogy that I feel like is the most accurate to what I feel like is happening in my mind is like, imagine you've got a puzzle, right? And there's pieces missing. So you don't really know what the puzzle is going to look like, but there are just these pieces that are floating around. And every time something happens, you know, Phoenix getting into UVic, that adds more, you know, pieces in the puzzle. And then me and my kids getting citizenship, that adds more pieces into the puzzle. So we know what our life is going to look like on Vancouver Island, but we don't know completely because there's still so much up in the air that we're not sure what's going to happen. Excited also to vlog when we get there, because I think that's going to be a key part of this channel, is things that happen once we move, like just the process of before we move, while we're moving. I'm gonna vlog the whole time, and then also when we get there. So thank you for following along. I am really glad that you're enjoying the videos. It really truly means so much to me. All of your comments mean so much to me. And if you would like to, you can subscribe, and that way I don't get lost in your feed, because YouTube doesn't always show you all the videos that you want to watch. So if you ever want to kind of bookmark a channel, subscribing is the best way to do that, so that you can find channels that YouTube just stops giving you for some reason on your homepage. But if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. It's no problem. Whatever you want to do, it's fine with me. No pressure, no pressure. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Again, I appreciate you, and I hope that you continue to be happy and healthy and safe, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.